Hello and welcome back to some more Magic the Gathering, playing some more Pauper. Once again, playing the Serpentine Dredge list. This was original creation by Booleah, so I greatly appreciate getting the list. We played this list last time, which had Jace's Erasure in it. The idea was kind of go turbo in the Serpentine Curve, but it acted a little weird. We didn't have the Otherworldly Gaze. This is already with some tweaks, but I decided to make a second draft to kind of tweak things some more. So let's talk about this. Land-wise, we have 2 Ash Barrens to help try to filter our lands a little bit, 4 Aqueducts, and 2 Guildgates. Now, Guildgate could be the one that gains life. I just don't have copies of that right now, so could be the enters in tapped, gain life kind of thing. We're a little less on the turbo thing. We're a little bit more set up and then go turbo is what we're trying to do here. And we still might be a little too slow then with what we're doing, but we'll see. This is a cool idea for a deck. I just want to try to figure out 9 islands, 2 swamps. So then we still have the Artful Dodge, Brainstorm, Careful Study. The add-in is Otherworldly Gaze as a 4-of, which is a 1-drop instant. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put any number of them into the graveyard and the rest back of your library in any order. And then it has Flashback. Flashback being a big reason why I think this should be involved in the deck. It's very strong in Modern Dredge, so I can't imagine it's going to be super weak here. We went up to 4 Flood of Recollections. We went down the Jace's Erasures. So the Jace's Erasure is kind of how we won some games with it. Last time we played this, well, I know we won at least one game with it in particular. But the deck was trying to do too many things, it felt like. Because Jace's Erasure doesn't work very well with Dredge. It works okay with Serpentine Curve, not so much Dredge. And the Dredge mechanic is one of my favorite mechanics and why I wanted to kind of play with the Dredge idea. I definitely think a Serpentine Curve Jace's Erasure deck is more than viable. But I want to try on this Dredge route still. So I went up for Flood of Recollections because we're going to mill over a lot of our stuff we want to pick back up. We added 1 Suffocating Fumes to the deck to help deal with game 1, kind of go wide stuff. But it also has cycling, so we could cycle it and hit a Dredge off of it. Which we could have used it over here instead of Nausea. But I decided to put Nausea on the sideboard because instead of Funeral Charm for 1 hit those 1/1s. But also because it's only a 2-drop versus a 3-drop. Although Suffocating Flames could easily be brought back over to here because of that cycling ability. And then the last thing is we brought 3 Advanced Stitchwings from the sideboard into the main board. Because I don't want to just be relying on Serpentine Curve. Advanced Stitchwing is a good creature. It is a potential way we can mill it in the graveyard. It costs a lot less to cast. It's a good target to discard for some of our discardish spells, which we don't have a ton of discard spells, I guess now. I just realized that. We've kind of went down a little bit on the discard kind of thing. Careful Studies is still here. Brainstorm can help cycle it away. So, I mean, there is ways to get these guys into the grave a little bit easier, but and Stitchwing, Advanced Stitchwing itself can help us ditch cards, but not as much discard in this version. Over here in the sideboard, like I said, we brought in 2 Nauseas, and the other change was 3 Unexpected Fangs. Just, I don't know, Unexpected Fangs can help pump up Stinkweed Imp, the Advanced Stitchwing, or even a big Serpentine Curve, just because burn is such an issue. But Unexpected Fangs could probably be something else. I just don't know what it could be, you know? Probably some blue elemental blasts, maybe. But I don't have those, so this is what we're working with today. So let's get into some games here. And see how this goes. I'm just trying out some of the other cards. Like I said, I'm not much of a brewer, so take this build with a grain of salt, and I'm also kind of working with what I have, so we'll see what happens. Maybe, if we get into games. Okay, hooch. I would like to go first. This is a good hand. Keep. Lead on you. We lead on Guildgate. No covered island. Jace's Phantasm. That's oddly specifically good against us, isn't it? Let's just get rid of that right away. Yeah, that seems oddly specific to us. Okay, there are Jace's Erasure deck. We do have Snap, for what it's worth. Let's draw 2 and then we'll discard those guys. And play Guildgate and go. Mill over an island, sure. Would love to draw a Serpentine Curve or a Recollection. I'm assuming there's a Flood right there. I'm assuming they have some kind of bounce card to hand kind of thing. Not quite yet in a position we want. God damn it. Always draw these cards, ain't it? They could have counter spells. Thank God Mana Burn's not a thing anymore. Hey, Otherworldly Gaze, nice. Mind Sculpt. God, that's... Oh no! There's one of our curves. The jig is up. Oh my God. 1, 2... Only 2 of them, though. Ash Barrens. Okay. We have enough to bring back Stitchwing and Otherworldly Gaze here. Actually, might just Otherworldly Gaze now. See if we can't find a... We get Emrakul. There they all are. Oh, why did I ditch Snap? That was dumb. Yeah, that was dumb. I also think I screwed this up massively. Getting killed here, man. I won't be able to play it this turn. Right? I don't think we're going to win this one. I think we've lost to the mill. We're putting up a good fight here. But I think we've been I think we're getting milled here. I don't know if we have anything on the sideboard for this. Last Rites, maybe. Probably the only thing. Son of a bitch. I'm pretty sure that was our only way to win, was to get that Flood of Recollection. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. So that'd be the last one. Womp womp. I could have brainstormed and I could have Otherworldly Gaze in response, I suppose, couldn't I? I've not played this game well at all. Like, at all, at all. Alright. Last Rites comes in. I actually think we can go down the Brownscales. It would just run like that. Choose hand, then you choose. Yep. I don't like this. They probably have some kind of graveyard hate too. I always hate playing mill with dredge. So like when you're playing against mill and you're using a dredge mechanic, you basically just don't dredge yourself anymore. It's not bad. A little awkward mana, but again, this should be the gain 1 life land. It ain't got it, so. A careful study here. It's you and you. Build through turn. You got a brainstorm of their own. Let's try to play this game a little bit better here. There goes one of our curves. Not yet. Nap is not that exciting. Jeezy Pete. Brainstorm or Otherworldly Gaze in response to something. Preordain. Depends on what they do. We'll probably just brainstorm here. I forgot we put those back. Got an Advanced Stitchwing in there. Starting to think the dredge mechanic's not needed, but then again, we are playing against a mill deck, so you know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Really? Oh, Stitchwing here. Uh-huh. I found it finally. It's you and you. Artful Dodge is not a very good draw. This is not going super well. We've yet to be able to cast a Serpentine Curve. I want to Otherworldly Gaze here, and nice. Sure. Leyline of Sanctity. What? So we can mill over a Serpentine Curve. Come on. Son of a bitch. Hmm. The question is, do we want to draw it? I don't think we do. Are you kidding me? There's still not a Serpentine Curve here? There's still not a... Oh, there it is. It's up here to the top. I was about to say, what the fuck? We're probably dead here anyway. I can't imagine we live much longer. So that's my fault. Again, not playing very well. You will comment about how bad I suck, but I don't care where. Oh, they got 6 cards in hand, so yeah, we're probably like super dead here. Been playing really badly. I will give them that. We're going to get to play the curve? Maybe. And there's all the Flood of Recollections. Okay. We're running low on resources here. If he can't mill us next game, which I find super unlikely. Cool. I feel like we have it. Like, did I not tap that right? How big are you? Nice. Kick. If we can survive this turn, we win. The likelihood they can't mill us for 7, impossible. All right. Fair enough. I played those incredibly poorly. Incredibly poorly. So, yeah, not the best outing there. I played really badly. Early in the morning, what can I say? So I'll blame it on from here on out. I suck because it's too early. We have Brainstorm. I think this is a mulligan. This is like not a mulligan. Okay, we just win. Cool. My guess they joined the wrong lobby. The fuck, dude? Could you imagine just playing like this? This is my sideboard. I'm in my graveyard. Okay. Not super in love with this hand, but it's not bad either. Not my like least favorite. We have everything we want except for mana, so if our opponent will figure out what they're doing. The question is what do we lead on? And I think we lead on Otherworldly Gaze because I think we want that 4th mana. Can you like not join our game here? I'm just waiting for him to pop back in again. Okay. And that's a mulligan. That's better. I'm going to keep this hand. Probably bottom Stinkweed Imp. Run it like that. Mountain. Dimir Aqueduct. Probably just going to cycle this Ash Barrens here. Probably what I'm going to do. What flavor of red is our opponent? Red, white. Interesting. Bully? Bully? Yeah, I'm going to cycle this dude. Grab I guess another island. I suppose. Guildgate. I think I'm just going to fire off this Otherworldly Gaze here. Throw everything in the graveyard. Play Aqueduct. Pick up this island. We're not ready to start digging yet, but we do have the Otherworldly Gaze. Synthesizer comes down. Terminate. Well, that's just rude. Now let's just draw for turn. Brainstorm is interesting. I think I will Brainstorm here. Nope. 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 Probably just Otherworldly Gaze here. More than likely. We do have Snap for what it's worth. Wildfire. Okay, so it's red, white, or Mardu Wildfire. Mardu. Okay. Definitely probably don't want to tap down because of boarding party. Roll. Brainstorm. Christ's sake. Leave open this snap here. Because they play a creature, snap will let us untap both lands, and then we have a ton of mana to do stuff. Deadly Disputin'. Sure. We're going to have all the mana in the world. This is going to be a matchup, too. I don't think Suffocating Fumes is going to be that good. Well, I'm just going to fire off this Otherworldly Gaze here. There we go. You on top. They haven't cast that Terminate, right? I still don't like leaving the gates down yet. Still like leaving the snap open. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think we can careful study, though. Here. I'm glad we did. Yeah, well, I'm going to leave a snap open and then the Otherworldly Gaze here. I just don't like the idea of them playing boarding party this turn. I know snap just bounces it back to their hand, but if we can hold off a turn, that'd be good for us, I think. I can't imagine they don't have boarding party in their deck. Of course, maybe they don't, but... They've played all 4 Cleansing Wildfires. My goodness. They have all the mana in the world to do whatever they want with. Alright, let's flash back this Otherworldly Gaze here. One, 2, 3. 4 or 5. That'd only be a 5/5, which is not super duper impressive right now. Do we fire one off or do we just pass? I think we fire one off. Oh, 6/6. Nice. Never mind. I forgot it would count Serpentine Curve itself. Sure. Lightning Bolt off top. Glint Hawk, Sacrifice Stick, or Wellspring, probably. Nope. Synthesizer. And a Golgari. Okay. And another Synthesizer for good measure. Allows them to see Core Skyfisher. Core Skyfisher. They're going to pick up probably Synthesizer. Synthesizer digs again to find another Core Skyfisher. This is being an insane turn for them. Here comes Lightning Bolt. Sure. Sure. A lot of burn damage, though, not to the face. Other Core Skyfisher. I'm going to snap the Glint Hawk, because the Glint Hawk makes him sacrifice it. Okay. Innocent Blood, number 1. Innocent Blood, number 2. We know they have Terminates in their deck. Just something we have to deal with, I suppose. And now I think we can go turbo mode. I think we can just start dredging recklessly. Try to find like Advanced Stitchwings and stuff. Just the amount of value of just bouncing these stupid experimental synthesizers and stuff is ridiculous. I mean, there are 26 cards in their deck, and think about how many cards we've drawn this game. Absolutely absurd is what I meant to say. It's resurb. Like, how many times are they gonna bounce this fucking synthesizer? Like, for real. How many times? Well, that's probably gonna be game then. Well, they might mill themselves at this point. Well, I don't think we dredge now. Maybe we do. I don't know. Fuck it. Oh, that's obnoxious. We're like 90% sure we're going to lose this game. We do just get to eat their stuff for like 2 turns, so. Christ. The synthesizer is ridiculous. Oh my god. There's makeshift. Alright. We're done. We're done here. We are super done. Suffocating Fumes come out. Hydroblast comes in. Snap can go out. It's not a matchup. I think Snap probably that good in. Questionable for Innocent Blood, but is what it is. Starting to think maybe we have bigger issues than. Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep this hand. I don't like it that much. Bottom U, bottom U. Go get a swamp. Yeah, I'm starting to think Dredge mechanic and Serpentine Curve just don't work very well together. Because, like, you can't mill over your Serpentine Curves, right? Like, we could now, potentially, because we have Flood of Recollection. Or they just have that. Now we're solely reliant on Serpentine Curve. Put you on top. Uh, Activate your relic. Fuck you. Aha! I'll rage hate that card. I don't care. Sure. This is when they pray. This is when they play relic number 2. All right, now that we have another island, I'm just gonna start Stinkweed Imping. Get out of here with that. They have another one on top. Jeezy Pete's, dude. Just... I played against this deck a lot. It doesn't run this smoothly. Then they have the Golgari. I will say though, I feel like I've not played very well today so far. Even worse than my usual worst. But I just, the more I've played, like, I love the idea of this deck. I just don't think it works, unfortunately. I just don't think they go together very well, which is super disappointing. How many times take a drink every time they've triggered an experimental synthesizer hit. We get it, opponent. You're good. We get it. Your deck's better than mine. Like, yeah, like I said, I've definitely not played well. I know I've made a lot of poor plays today. I can already feel it and see it. But at the same time, like, I just don't think these mechanics work well together. Which is unfortunate because I love everything about the deck, the idea of the deck and everything. The more games I get under with it, the more I'm like, I don't know. You know? I think there's a better argument. God damn it, quit doing that. I think there's a better argument here for... I think there's a better argument here for... Oh, we're going to lose. We're 1,000% going to lose. For Jace's Erasure Serpentine Curve deck, but as for like a Dredge version... Unfortunately, I just don't think the Dredge mechanic plays too well with this. Like, in theory it should, but it just doesn't. And Curve is weak on its own. There's just too many removal spells for it. Makeshift munitions, sure. That's good enough for me to call it. We're not getting out from underneath that very well at all. Alright, last game. I think I played this person not too long ago. Hopefully a little bit better of a showing, but no, got a mulligan. This deck can at least mulligan a little bit. It has some cantrips. I'm going to keep this hand bottom Artful Dodge here. Pedro Gibson. Yeah, I just like the more I've played it, the more I don't think Dredge and Serpentine Curve work very well together, unfortunately. I love the idea. I do. I'm hung up on it because I like the idea of it so much. I just don't think it... I don't think it does. Unfortunately, I think it's one of those decks. Unfortunately, I think it's one of those decks that almost requires too much setup. God damn it. And we're going to play against Ponza, too. It's like, dude, leave my shit alone. Okay. Unfortunately, these lands are really weak to removal, so... Alright. This is not going to be fun. Gonna keep. Sure. I'm gonna be annoying as much as possible. Imagine I had a Utopia Sprawl for that Arbor Elf, too. Sure. Flashback Otherworldly Gaze. Okay. Serpentine Curve, baby. You're a bitch. Want to trade here? We'll probably have another one. Guaranteed. No, Owlbear's pretty annoying, though. Another Arbor Elf. Attack us for 1. Sure. Land. I mean, if they go to blow up another one of our lands, you know, what are we going to do? Kind of thing. Good enough. I'm not playing that. So 0-3 with the deck. Let's talk about some of the issues are. I'm a huge issue. I played very poorly most of those games. Did not play very well, especially game 1. I saw a ton of misplays. I was playing. Mill's a matchup you want to play very strong. Like, you want to be on top of your game when you're playing a dredge mechanic, and I was nearly on the bottom of my game. Oh, but anyway, let's talk about this this deck. I like the idea of this deck a lot. Like, a lot. I like everything about this deck in theory. It just doesn't work, in my opinion. Maybe someone who's better can figure it out. Otherworldly Gaze was great. It was one of the better improvements in the deck. Advanced Stitchwing is pretty solid, but Serpentine Curve is just super weak. I hate to say that, but it just is. You think having like a 12/12 or something would be good, but there's just so much good removal running around that by the time you get set up to play Serpentine Curve, it's basically worthless. And then when you Stinkweed Imp, when you dredge over cards like you would need to do more Serpentine Curve stuff, it becomes a huge issue. It just, unfortunately, does not work very well in this shell. I want it to really badly, and like I said, maybe someone better than me can figure it out. But unfortunately, I think we went 1-2 last time we played this version. Minus some things were different, but I think we went 1-2, and this time we went 0-3. And yeah, I just felt underpowered. I didn't feel very confident in the deck. And we were playing some games where, you know, we're not even playing like these crazy aggressive decks either. We were playing some more mid-range stuff, and we just couldn't keep up. And we would make our big Serpentine tokens, and it just wasn't enough, you know, our big fractal guys, and it just wasn't enough. It didn't matter, or they were removed instantly. And so, and attacking into a 7/7 with a 7/7 is probably not the smartest idea, but what else am I going to do? You know, I'm in a situation where I really don't have any outs, and then they're just blowing up my lands, which is frustrating. Pawns is annoying. But yeah, so I just felt like I don't know. It's just like the dredge mechanic contradicts what Serpentine Curve is trying to do, and Serpentine Curve's our big win goal here. So it's like it just doesn't feel good. You know, it just doesn't feel like this is a good shell in terms of like what we got going on. I think there's a good setup here for a Jace's Erasure Serpentine deck, which is maybe the next shell of Serpentine I might look at. But in terms of like the Dredge Serpentine, like I want this deck to work so badly. Like I love the idea here, but I just, for me, I can't do it. I know my limitations. I'm not going to be able to figure it out to get through, you know, to find the breakthrough. It's just like, I don't know. We just don't have enough going on to get it to run. And it's like, yeah, you can fire off these curves earlier, but this is not a card you need to early game. You know what I mean? I don't think it matters. I mean, we have Tron. We play this Eldrazi Tron where we've turned, you know, 3 or 4, like 4/4s or 8/8s, and it still isn't enough. So it's like this curve being even slower, regardless of how big this dude gets, it's not enough. That's just the way it is. It just ain't enough. I want this to work. I like the idea of it a lot. I just don't think it does. Well, that's been some more Pauper. Be playing something Saturday. I don't know what I'm going to play yet Saturday, but I love this deck. I love the idea of this deck. I wish it would work better. I really do. I mean, I wish I played better, but I also wish it worked better. But yeah, take it easy. Peace.